Welcome to the Driving the World podcast series. I'm your host, Culley Holland. Today we are coming to you from the AGMA Motion and Power Expo, and we have Leah Lewis with AGMA. Hey Leah, thank you so much for being on. I really appreciate you taking the time. So why don't you just tell the folks a little bit about yourself and your role at AGMA?
Yeah, thanks, Culley. So my name is Leah Lewis. I am the Director of Meetings and Events for AGMA. I've been working for AGMA for almost 6 years now, and I oversee everything events, education, networking related for AGMA. So I manage our education programs, I manage all of our conferences, and the trade show Motion and Power Technology Expo.
Ooh, that sounds like a handful. I'm glad they have someone in charge of all of that. So if some folks were looking, you talked about some education and then trade shows. If folks were looking for information on this, how would they find that? And is it pretty easy to find?
Yeah, so the best way is to go to our website, agma.org. We have a couple of different areas under our events and education tabs where you can go to find our education and training courses as well as the information on all of our conferences and events.
Very cool. Are these events going to be AGMA member only, or are they kind of open to the public? What's the differences?
So that's a great question, and we do have some events that are members only events because there are a lot of member benefits to being a member with AGMA, and one of the biggest ones is networking and meeting people. And so we have a couple of events that are more curated for members only. Those include our annual meeting, which is every year in March or April, and this is a very executive CEO level focused event, and we do a lot of business presentations on economic forecasting, trade and tariff information, kind of some of the information that the executives at gear and bearing companies want to know. And we actually partner with the American Bearing Manufacturers Association for this event. So it's a really great way to collaborate with leaders and to meet people and build your network. But other than that event, all of our other events are open to the industry, whether you are a member or not. Although there are member discounts if you are a part of the AGMA membership. So we do try and take care of our members, but we do want to be a welcoming and a welcoming community for the industry, whether you are a member or not. So we do encourage participation from non-members as well.
That is awesome, and I also think it's a great way to kind of grow the community and try and maybe find some new possible members. If someone wanted to be a member, is there a process, or how does that kind of work?
Yeah, so membership is, we are a trade association, so that means that your company is the member, not an individual. So like SEW-EURODRIVE is a member, and that means every single employee with SEW can benefit from your membership. So you can have unlimited number of members, employees in the member company, and so that's basically how you get involved, is when your company becomes a member, all of your employees are welcome to take advantage of those member benefits, whether it's education, whether it's standards. We welcome your whole family in. So for those that are interested in becoming members, it would be through your company, and there are different rates and information based on whether you're a supplier, a manufacturer, or an end user.
Makes sense, and I think that's a very cool thing that it's not just one person in the company gets access, it's the entire company. And I just want to go back to some of the resources you talked about, education. So with these classes online, you said it's through agma.com?
Yeah, .org.
.org?
Yes.
That's why I asked. My apologies.
That's okay.
What are some things that they could find? So what are some of the classes? Is it just gearing? Kind of what are you going to learn in some of these classes?
Yeah, gears are our bread and butter, of course, but we do offer a lot of different courses, and I think also one thing I'll point out is that we offer courses that are across all different skills levels. So whether you are new to manufacturing or maybe new to gear manufacturing, and you need to learn kind of the basics, we have a lot of basic level courses for those that are just kind of getting started, whether it's hands-on learning how to use machinery or learning kind of some of the fundamentals. We have lots of classes for beginners, including some free video trainings that are available on our website for members. So there are some fundamental classes that are free for members available on our website.
Very
and
cool.
we also offer classes all the way up to super advanced engineering classes. So there really is something for everybody at all different skills level, whether you're just getting started, you're looking for, some kind of more intermediate courses like our gear failure analysis or advanced engineering classes.
Awesome. So it sounds like AGMA really is going to be a great resource for anyone that's looking to get into the industry and gain a little bit of knowledge. Is there anything else you want to mention on events, trainings, or resources for the folks out there that want to get a little more involved in the AGMA?
Yeah, we have been trying to move a lot of our classes online because we are sensing from the industry that people are busy. They need education when they need it, and not just, taking a couple of days away from the office to travel to get, checking into a hotel. It can be a barrier to some people to participating in classes. And so a lot of our classes have been moving online so that it's more accessible to our members. And we are also in development on some more on-demand trainings. We have some on our website right now, but in the next couple of years, we're going to be rolling out a lot of on-demand education and training because people need education when they need it and not necessarily, waiting for, if the class is in March every year, they have to wait until next March if they miss the course. So, we're trying to meet members where they are and offer them, the resources when they need it. Especially, one thing we hear a lot from our members is that there's workforce challenges and they're bringing in new employees that are brand new to the industry and they need the basics and fundamentals right when they come in. So that's one priority for us. And one thing that we've been seeing a lot this year is the need for customized trainings. So AGMA offers in-plant trainings, and basically we take one of our instructors and we customize a course just for you. It's usually based on one of our courses that we offer, so our gear failure analysis, design, engineering, different classes, and we customize that specific to your needs. So that's something that has been really popular this year and something that we're seeing continue to grow as well.
That is amazing. I love to hear that AGMA has listened to the outcry and is accommodating their members and other folks that need training. So I know the online resources is something that SEW itself has really tried to embrace as well, because like you say, it's hard to get people out of the office or off the shop floor to take most of the time, almost an entire week off of work. And while the information is really useful and even necessary to their job, it's just a lot easier to put it in their lap on their time where they can just have it accessible. So I think it's awesome that you guys do that. And the customized trainings, sounds like a great tool. So I really appreciate you coming on today and sharing all this information. We talked about agma.org. Is there any other way that they should reach out to AGMA, or is that going to be the best avenue?
I would also just encourage follow AGMA on social media. We're very active on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so whatever your social media channel of choice is, it's a great way just to keep up with what's going on with AGMA, see some fun pictures from the classes. We always share on social media when one of our students receives their advanced gearing certificate or their gear manufacturing certificate. We share photos and like to get the word out to congratulate those people. So we are very active on social media, so follow AGMA on all our channels. You can find all the links on our website. And if you are a member, just make sure if you're working for a company that is an AGMA member and you're not receiving our emails, we do a lot of newsletters and different communications through email to get the word out on what's going on. So you can work with your company or work with AGMA to make sure you're connected to your member company and can get access to all those membership benefits and all the discounts.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having me at the Motion and Power Expo. I'm so glad you were able to join me.
Thank you for having me.